My family has not been involved in agriculture. My wife grew up on the farm. This was my wife's family farm that we took over and have been operating. We have been managing and operating it for about 30 years. I've not always farmed. I actually migrated from the Northeast, grew up in Connecticut, and did some graduate work in California. And then I tell people I didn't have enough money to get all the way back home again, and we landed on my wife's family farm in western Kansas. People would ask what it was like to move from Los Angeles to western Kansas. And you don't compare the two. But what I would do would tell the story that when I was in Los Angeles, my day off was on Mondays. And we would go to the beach that was covered with garbage from 3 million people being on the beach over the weekend. And I never understood why we migrated to the beach. And then I realized it was the waves. In Los Angeles, you hear the thump of the tires, and there is no sense of pulse, no natural rhythms. My wife carried our second child full term in Los Angeles. And when our daughter was born, people would see my wife holding her and they would say, "Whose baby is this?" They didn't notice for 9 months that she was pregnant. So we'd go to the beach and hear nature's rhythms. And what happened when we moved to Kansas was to get reconnected with the rhythms of cycles and seasons and the pulse of nature. My interest in farming, I suppose it actually has some roots. In growing up, spent a lot of my teenage years working on a small dairy farm in Londonderry, Vermont. Working there in periods of time in the summer, sugaring in the spring, a few vacation times helping the dairy farmer out. But I really did not expect I'd end up as an American producer. It's just kind of an accident of journey, I guess.